Welcome back. It's day 15. We started the trail 2 weeks ago at Penmar, Maryland, right on the Pennsylvania-Maryland border. Just wanted to make this video just kind of about things we've learned in the 2 weeks we've been on trail. Things I think are important, things I think we maybe thought we knew but didn't pay attention to, things we should have paid attention to. It's kind of a short list of some of the things that we've dealt with, and maybe some of the more important things that really matter at the Appalachian Trail. Shoes. Your shoes, my shoes, most important piece of gear we have. Originally, in my gear video I put out last September, I mentioned that I was going to use these Oslo leather boots. They're heavy, they're clunky, I've been wearing them for years. I know how they feel, they're broken, and I got a lot of comments dissuading me from using them. Since then, I've switched to some Ultra Lone Peak 9s. They're a great shoe. They're super light. They're a no-drop shoe, which means they have no rise in the heel. I'm used to a rise in the heel, and I'm paying for it. As a lot of you know, in the videos that came out last week, Mary's been suffering with some knee pain, primarily from pushing too hard and going down big hills and just trying to do too many miles in a day, which we're not even doing a lot of miles. I think it was a big mistake for me to listen to everybody else instead of listening to my gut and my heart and my body. In hindsight, where we started the trail up in Maryland, down through Harper's Ferry and into Front Royal, the base of the Shenandoahs, it's nothing but rock. It's just, it's rock. You're walking on rocks 8 hours a day. There is some areas with some nice barky woodland material on the trail every, for 100 yards or so, and then a mile of rock. So in hindsight, I wish I would have brought those boots. I'm thinking about having them shipped here, but at this point, I don't know. I bought some new insoles yesterday, and shipping gets expensive because boots are heavy. Anyway, listen to your body, listen to yourself. Don't listen to everybody else. Number 2, water. It's difficult carrying water for long distances. When we started in Maryland, the water sources were full and running, but they were spaced out 4 or 5 miles apart. We were at some points carrying up to 3, maybe 4 liters of water for a few miles. I think water is about 2 pounds a liter, so that's 8 pounds in water at times. It's way too much. It's too hard on the body. I don't know how we could have really done it different. I think as we move south, water is going to become more plentiful. Plan for your water stops and drink your water in between those stops. There's nothing worse than coming up to a really nice, pristine water source and having your water bottle full. And when I get to a water source from now on, I'm going to slam what I have and fill up again and move on. When we're really hydrated, we're going to the bathroom in the wood, we're peeing every 20-30 minutes, which is great. It's not a problem peeing in the woods. Number 3 is food. Food you're just going to have to figure out yourself. We don't really know how to get food in grocery stores yet. We've done it once. It was a disaster. Not a disaster, but I ended up buying some food that other people talk about in other videos that I ended up giving away or throwing away. what seems to be really working for us is either peanut butter and jelly on a tortilla or just peanut butter on a tortilla, and then our dehydrated meals and whatever bars we can find. The grocery stores in certain parts of the section of the Appalachian Trail may not be the same selection you're used to at home. So you're gonna have to experiment with bars and stuff like that. So, like a lot of things on the trail, you're gonna have to figure your food out. And buying too much food and carrying too much food is better than not carrying enough food. But weight is weight, and water and food is the most weighty thing in your pack. Number 4 is the pack. You know, obviously pack weight is important, but there again, you're gonna have to figure that out for yourself. After you carry too much weight a couple days, either from a heavy resupply or just winter clothes or too much electronics or whatever, it's a little different on this trip because it's my wife and I, Mary, so we're really carrying for 2. Originally we bought duplicate everything, duplicate stove, duplicate pot, duplicate, you know, obviously 1 tent, 2 mats, 2 bags, 2 liners, you know, 2 sets of clothes. We have 2 packs, so, you know, our base weights aren't very, very great, very high. I'd say they're, you know, under 20 pounds, but no matter what you bring, there's going to come a time shortly after you get on trail where you're shedding weight and sending it home. We sent 3.8 pounds home last week, and we're doing better now. You know, we're still trying to figure the food thing out. We might be figuring the food thing out for 200 miles. I don't know. But, you know, once you carry it for a day or 2 or 5, you're going to start, okay, what do I really need? What did I pack? Did I pack a lot of fears? You know, one helpful tip that was told to us by one of the hostel owners for resupply was when you go to the grocery store, carry one of those baskets, not a cart. That way you know how much weight you're carrying through the store, because everything that goes in that basket's gonna go in your pack. I thought that was a phenomenal tip. Number 5, distance. Learn to kill your ego out here. You know, we wanted to start with short days, you know, 6, 7 miles a day, 8 tops, you know, for the first week or 2. The first day we did 10.6. We didn't feel it until the second or third day. And then we were doing 7s and 8s and 9s the rest of the way. At the end of the first week, when we were in Harper's Ferry, we took a 0, and the next day we slack packed, which is where you take a day pack, some water, some bars, light food, maybe an extra jacket, maybe a headlamp, and it's a way to get more miles in without carrying the weight of our pack. Well, we did 15 miles. We way overdid it. I mean, it kind of stressed Mary's knee, and we ended up spending the next 4 nights in a hostel doing slack packs just to kind of build the strength back up, and it's just not worth it. You know, in a perfect world, it would be great just to carry food and water, because the clothes you have on your back are typically the clothes you need, unless you start in the winter time. Like, I'm carrying an extra set of, you know, merino long underwear, a merino shirt. I have a polyester long underwear and a polyester shirt, which I was going to use for sleeping. I don't need those for sleeping. Buy good gear. My bag is so warm, I sleep in my underwear every night, even on sub 30 degree nights. So get good gear on the front end, and you won't pay for it on the back end. The videos. So the videos, I wanted to do daily videos, and I'm having major problems with phone storage on my phone. This YouTube Studio is the platform I upload these videos on. It's eating half my memory. So I need to figure out a way to dump that or slim it down or whatever. But another big problem that we're experiencing, or I'm experiencing up here in Northern Virginia, is most of these hostels, they have DSL internet. Typically, you're on a guest network off the Maine network, which is usually, like at my house, it's a 2.5 gigahertz network. At my house, my guest network is sometimes stronger than my main network at 5G, but down here, not so much. When we spent 4 nights at the hostel last week, I uploaded 3 videos and it took 15 to 18 hours a piece. Just because, you know, it's 1 bar of service and super slow internet, and then you have other people in the hostel and they're on the internet and it's just super slow. I went to the library yesterday after spending most of the day trying to relieve some space on my phone so I could upload. I ended up uploading 2 videos, and it took normal time, 40 minutes, 40 minutes per video. So the videos are going to catch up to me, especially in the next week when we head into the Shenandoahs. We're going to go on trail for 3 days, hop into a town, resupply, get back on trail another 3-4 days, same thing. So these videos are going to catch up to me. It's not what I wanted, it's not by design, but I'm doing the best I can, and I'm basically spending all my free time uploading videos, which is fine for now, and I know as I move south, things will improve, but for now it is what it is. I'm not going to spend all my time uploading videos or going to the library to upload videos. It should be a simple process, and up here it's just not, for whatever reason. Anyway, I wanted to make a comment about the videos. Some of you may notice that the videos are going to go from like day 11 to 15. I think the one I uploaded yesterday was day 15, and the previous one was day 11. The purpose for that is the zeros that we took. We took a 0 in Harper's Ferry on Sunday, which would have been the 5th day. We took a 0 the following Wednesday at the Bears Den Hostel, and we took a 0 here at Mountain Home Bed and Breakfast and Hostel in Front Royal. I'm sitting right now in front of the cabin, the Cabbin. A lot of you may know it. This is an old historic home with several generations of updates. It's beautiful here. The hosts are great. They cook you breakfast every morning, whatever you want. Well, they have a list, but you choose what you want. Very accommodating. We've met some great shuttles, some great people along the way. So yeah, there is a discrepancy in the video number. It goes from 11 to 15, and so today is really day 15. 2 weeks ago today we started. And this is where we're at. I'm now suffering a minor injury on my foot, on the left foot, the top. It feels like some sort of tendonitis maybe. We've been nursing that. That's why we're taking 2 zeros here. The climb into the Shenandoahs is pretty big. So we're trying to rest up and heal up and give the girls a couple extra days for their knees. We have a new person joining us. She also is suffering with some knee issues. Her name is Doc on trail. She's a retired MD. So that's kind of nice to have as a travel companion. And aside from that, that's all I got.